Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of Infinitode 2. So welcome to an episode of the 1.9 new game series. Gonna take you from a fresh account going all the way to max endless in the fastest and most efficient way possible. Trying to share with you guys some tips, strategies with the changes on the game. You know, some things that I also have learned a lot and I had to change compared to the past. And again, I hope you're enjoying the series. You know, all this done without using premium, without using double gain, and we're watching ads, you know, using anything else that can allow me to progress more quickly. And I am currently at an in-game time here registered of 29 hours and 27 minutes. Now, I've been doing lots of 613 lately. I've been trying out different strategies, different ways, what's the best for loot, you know, early, you know, having not that much endless difficulty, having no loot frequency loot variety unlocked on the prestige tree. I only have like 20% loot frequency right here, and then some loot variety unlocked, some from the Strat research, some here from the prestige research. Here is 20%, and I also got some from up here, right? It's another 20%, but that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else unlocked. I still need prestige tickets, even though I have almost unlocked it. I'm gonna need like 91 more to get this last point, and then I'm gonna have loot frequency and right. Now I've been doing lots of things for 3, so you might be wondering why is it that then your total game game time is the same. Well, because I have discovered that whatever game you're playing on 6.3, either normal, easy, normal, or endless, anything, so every single stat will not be registered and counted for the overall stats. So if you go here to statistics, right, you can see that by game, you can see all the different games that I've done, right? You can see here 6.3, 6.3, all the times I've done 6.3, then the daily loot, then 6.4, 6.5. I've been doing some things to try to gain more research tickets, because on 6.5 and 6.6 there are some quests we're gonna give you actually research tickets, so I've been trying to go for that. But then you can see 6.3, I saw a cast map right here, 6.3, 6.3, and then some other things. Now, if you open any game, you can see that you're gonna have a total coins earned in that particular game, enemies killed, well, in this case, enemies passed, it was the boss, green purpose gained, score gained, resources, you know, scholar, everything, money spent on towers, damage dealt, total damage dealt, and then the actual game time, right? So the playing time in terms of the game, and then the real playing time, considering the fact that you're actually speeding up the game, right? So it's real time, it's 13 minutes. All these stats, right? All these numbers, all these things that you see here, they're not actually counted for the overall stats. You can see that here there is an all-time statistics when you have the total amount of coins earned, enemies killed, green purpose gained, waves defeated, score gained, resources, and so forth, up to like damage dealt, total damage dealt, and playtime. Now, what I've discovered, as I said before, is that because of some change that the developer did on 1.9, all the stats on 1.9 will not anymore be counted to your total stats. I think this was done because of the fact that it was very easy to spawn like millions of enemies literally on 6.3 and to just earn tons of this stuff that would alter the overall results, right? Your raw statistics. So I think the developer has turned down, or like has made it that anything on 6.3 is not counted for the overall stats. And now this means two things. This means that whatever amount of tickets you might have in terms of loot ticket, that it's depends on time, so it's a time that you have 50% more loot from enemies, right? And also your total game time, this will not be forward, so I will not progress. And I'm gonna just show you here an example. Pay attention here. So it's 8 hours 4 minutes and 2 seconds that I have on the loot ticket, right? And in terms of the in-game time, I have 29 hours 27 minutes and 16 seconds. Now if I just play again 6.3 and I just do something like this, right? So just starting quickly, even with the miner that the game offers me at the beginning, I have my crusher right here, you can see that the in-game time is ticking, right? And loot is becoming more rare over time. So the more you play as you're killing enemies, right, the more loot becomes rare. So you have higher chance of earning higher quality loot, which of course is multiplied, is corrected for the amount of actual loot frequency and variety that you have. But again, if I just play for, I don't know, let's say, yeah, 3 minutes, right? Let's just do it simple and quick. 3 minutes, here we go. 3 minutes, right? And then I end the game. Now this means that now I will be receiving what I earned during this gameplay. You can see here that I got the loot that I got from the enemies. I got it. No, green peppers, this carrot I mined, I received everything. And if I go to the statistics and I go to the game, why can I click on it, please? Yeah. You're gonna find everything. See here, this is exactly my last game. It was exactly 3 minutes. Real playing time was lower because of the increased speed that I was actually playing it. Damage dealt, everything is all counted. But if you go to the all time, these numbers, I know you don't remember the other ones, but these are all exactly the same. And that's why the real playtime here is the same. Remember, before 29, 27, 16. It hasn't changed. And all the other stats, nothing has changed. This last 6.3 run has not been counted for the overall stats. And that's why if you look at the loot ticket, the time is the same. Now, this is something very important and very nice, in my opinion, because of the fact that it means that I can play now 6.3 over and over, right? And I can play it even for the, even for the longer strategies, right? I can play the strategies where I let the boss almost leak, and so I get lots of time to make the loot become more rare, no, whatever. I can go more FAK, kind of. I don't have to be that active. I just need to keep spawning the enemies, and Crash is gonna take care of them, and that's it. And this game has the loot ticket active. See here? This pause means that the loot ticket is being active for this gameplay. So I'm earning 50% more loot from enemies. So the ticket is active, right? It's right here. And so it is counting. But because of the fact that once you end the game, the overall stats are not counted for the 6.3 stats will not be counted for the overall stats because of this change the developer has done. Well, this means that now the loot ticket will not be exhausted, right? Will not be counted. All this time that I've been playing in-game is not counted and is not removed from the loot ticket. And so my loot ticket is still active and it's still kicking and it's still the same amount of time. And it doesn't matter how many times I play the game, it's gonna still be the same. Like, it doesn't matter how many times I play 6.3. Again, this is something that only affects 6.3. And I'm pretty sure that this was done because of the fact that on 6.3, again, the fact that you can spawn millions of enemies literally from the miners just made it too easy to like increase your stats insanely high, and therefore to reach different milestones, different things that of course they should be harder to reach. And so even normal, so even a normal gameplay is not just endless, even normal on 6.3 does not count. It's not counted for the overall stats. And yeah, so in one sense, as I said before, this is something good because it means that all the loot tickets I will be earning will not be counted. I still don't know about the rarity tickets, if they are gonna be used or not. Because I haven't earned any or haven't been able to do the test yet. So I don't know if these are counted. I'm pretty sure that these instead they will be consumed because it affects every single game. So every time that you end a game, I think it's removed somehow. But the loot ticket, because it's related to the total playtime, and because in this particular level this is not counted for, well, it will not be the case. And so this loot ticket will never be running out, at least as long as I play on 6.3. Of course, if I'm doing the daily quest, if I'm playing on any other level, then that's when, yes, the timer will kick in and will start being consumed. But yeah, that was something that I wanted to share with you very, very quickly. I don't know if the developer wanted this to happen, or maybe it's a bug, or maybe it's going to be fixed. I don't know, but I just wanted to show it with you because I think it's pretty cool. In one sense, it's something good, but at the same time, it's bad, right? It's bad because of the fact that you're not earning, like the fact that my total game time is not increasing, it means that I will stop earning acceleros from my gameplays on 6.3. And that's bad because of the fact that acceleros are going to be needed for the lucky wheel to spin it more times, multiple times, and again, it's needed in case I might need to do some reset. It's going to be also needed. And so the fact that it's not counted is not the best in terms of acceleros gainage. But for everything else, I think that it's fine, you know? My loot ticket is going to be active even if I play tons and tons of hours. And again, 6.3 is the easiest level to go to on early endless because of the fact that each miner, despite the amount of endless difficulty you might have, every miner is going to have the enemies to be very weak at the beginning. And the more you kill them, the more HP they get. But it's something over time. So you can have very high levels of endless difficulty and still being able with your towers, which might not be that strong, right? Because my Crusher, I look at it, it's not really that strong, but I'm very able and capable of destroying the enemies very easily. And so that's a nice thing. But yeah, that's something that I wanted to share with you. Now, something else I wanted to share is the fact that with the last two levels being added, so 6.5 and 6.6, which I haven't been able to unlock yet because I have the I still need more Infure. There will be some quests here, even if you play on easy. So again, I recommend you to actually play on easy if you have the research as I do, so it's very weak overall. Because there are some quests, as I was saying in 6.3, which are gonna award me, I think it's either the score gained during one game, or is it some other ones? But anyway, there is a quest that's gonna award you research tickets. And I think you can earn one research ticket from one of these quests, I don't remember exactly which one, and then one ticket also from 6.6. Research ticket. Again, remember, research tickets are super useful because they allow you to do one research for free, right? So it doesn't matter the cost, so it doesn't matter how many actual resources you might need for that particular research. If you have the research ticket, you're gonna be able to get it, and specifically it's gonna be important for this upgrade here, endless mode difficulty. It's the first thing that you wanna start maxing out, and it's gonna become very expensive very soon, not only because of the fact that you're gonna need these special for blueprints, but it's gonna be for green papers. Like something that I've been really struggling lately at earning consistently is green papers. Because of the short gameplays of 6.3, even if I play for longer, but I'm not really killing that many enemies, my score is not that high, and so I'm not really earning that many green peppers. And in one sense, it's fine because again, 6.3 you don't care about green peppers, you just care about loot. But this has really slowed down my progression in terms of like research that might require green peppers. And because this endless mode difficulty requires so many green peppers, right? And because I wanna spend most of my green peppers, actually I'm gonna go on the prestige ticket drop rate. I wanna spend the millions of green peppers I earn here, because this one is gonna be important so that I earn more prestige tickets from the cast map that I sell. And for that reason, I think the go to upgrade research that you want to spend your research tickets on is endless mode difficulty, this one right here. So yeah, that's my goal. Then I've been also good doing some more upgrades in terms of hero rarity, just in one more level, a couple more resources, and that's gonna be it. And also crafting price, I might do this one once I get enough green peppers. Again, so that in terms of crafting here, you know, crafting lower platforms into higher platforms, which is something that I'm gonna start doing as later on, as I start earning more green peppers and more stuff. And even here, like if you upgrade it more, I think you need less green peppers, not less blueprints because they're already few. And level 3, I think you need one less. But in terms of green peppers, I think you can still reduce it. It's not gonna be that much. It's gonna be 6% and then another 7%. So a total of 25% discount crafting price. So it's going to be almost double compared to this. But still, you know, the fact that even crafting these platforms, it is going to require less green papers, is going to be something huge, something important. So So yeah, that's why I'm gonna do it. And yeah, that's been pretty much everything that I wanted to tell you. So yeah, that was a very quick update. No, I'm not gonna show you. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna show you here my results on 6.3, like what I found to be the best thing to do, and I hope you guys can use it as well. So just start here. You wanna again cover these 4 platforms, because these 4 platforms you're gonna need the boss to go the longer way around. So this is gonna ensure that the boss takes the longest amount of tiles to reach your base. That's the idea behind it. And so you're gonna need, of course, a tower that can destroy the enemies, as you're gonna be farming them from the miner, right? And then whatever modifiers you might have, that you can fill the spot. You can even use anti-air if you have more endless research on, and therefore these anti-airs are gonna cost less than the balance modifiers. You can use anti-airs. But again, that's going to require you some more research on anti-air. If you don't have that, then don't worry. You can do something like this. You're going to need, though, the starting coins, I think at least level 20 on normal research. So that is the amount needed in order for you to sell both miners at the beginning, place an infinite miner right here, and then place basic, search, and then 2 balance modifiers. My basic as well, my discount is like only up to level 7, I think. So the base cost of basic, if you have it higher, then you're gonna be able to save up more coins, and so you might need less, but that's what I've been seeing here. And of course, the first thing you're gonna unlock is enemy speed reduction. This is gonna slow the boss even further, so that is gonna give you more time until the boss reaches the base. And then you're gonna go for the first 2 levels of the coins generated per minute. This is gonna require you to be active, to be actively playing in the level. And so yeah, that's what you're gonna end up doing, right? So still keep your basic here. You can see that loot rarity is increasing over time. So the fact that this total time is not counted as for the general stats, you know, for the old time statistics, but despite that, loot rarity still is active, like in the game. So the more you play, the higher chance of getting higher quality. So of course, that's the most important thing, really. So here we go, second level. Once you do the second level, you're gonna get this infinite miner level 1, and then you're gonna sell the crusher, the basic tower for crusher. That's it. That's what you're gonna do. At this stage of the game, you can sell both of these modifiers once they get back your full cash, so you can get all the coins that you spent on them. You can just sell them out. The boss is all out, so now the pattern has been fixed. Therefore, the boss, even though there is nothing more here, the boss will actually walk around it, right? And now here, I recommend you to actually place a freezing tower and to start upgrading it. It doesn't matter how much you can upgrade it. Just upgrade it. You know, level 5, 6, whatever. This is gonna give some experience to basic. Sorry, I keep saying basic, but I'm referring to freezing, of course. And now this is not really useful for the slow on the enemies, but this is useful because the little experience you earn is gonna make this basic level up, level 2, then level 3, and then level 4, you can go for the third ability. Now, something that many people forget about the third ability is the fact that other than gaining double experience, you can actually slow down one enemy, and this enemy can even be a boss. That's why the freezing has 100 on the boss tile, right? I don't know, again, many players say that this was not intended to be, so the developer didn't want this particular thing to work in this way, but again, I'm gonna show it to you because even despite all the minor updates to the game, is still there, so it hasn't been fixed. And now because of this ability, the freezing is gonna gain now targeting. You can set it to strong, right? You can see that now it doesn't have any targeting. Normally towers have targeting down here, right? So like last, nearest, weakest, strongest, random. And when you get this ability, freezing is gonna earn that targeting, kind of. you can set it to strong, and this actually is gonna slow down the boss. I don't know why, but it's gonna reduce the speed at which the boss moves. And it's gonna be an instant slow, so it's gonna instantly reach this maximum slow kind of that you get from freezing. And it's gonna be also 15% harder, so it's gonna be 15% of 34.5 added to, or more, in case I can get it up to level 8 in this case, so I will try to. Now at this stage, like, you don't really need the core. I don't recommend you to go for more score here, for enemy skill or for the score of mining. Just go for more experience. Again, this allows your crusher and your freezing to level up a little bit more. Here we go, 2 and 3. So that's 70% extra experience that you earn. So it should be a lot. And yeah, again, you might want to keep playing in this particular level, right? If you're using this setup, which I found, until you can get the freezing to level 4. You get the ability, you set it to strong, remember? And yeah, you can actually see that, like, if you slow down the game, you can see a little arm here. That one, see that one? That one is like this particular slow. Again, it's just one enemy, remember, one enemy at a time. And it's gonna instantly slow it for the maximum value plus 15%. And in case you might have even higher stats, this can bypass the maximum 65% slow. It can be even higher, right? So it's gonna, if you have 65% here, plus 15% of that is like, I think it's like 10, something more. And so it should be 75% now. Now, as soon as the boss enters, see that it's gonna actually target the boss. The boss, it will not receive the usual debuff icon. So you can see that there is an actual debuff icon, slow icon on normal enemies, and that's the actual normal slow. When you are activating this third ability, it doesn't have any icon, but it's affecting the boss. The boss is moving slower. Unfortunately, I cannot prove it to you, this moving slower, because it's so slow that like the boss already moves very slowly, right? So it's not perceptible, but it is slower, and you can actually check it on your total playtime. If you play once this particular level without using freezing, you're gonna see that the boss is gonna reach your base at around 48 minutes and 7 seconds. If you have my same star research, right? And if you have using this same setup. If you're using freezing, you're gonna see instead that the boss is gonna take like 51 minutes to reach the base, even more sometimes. So it actually gives more time. And of course, remember, more time means that in one single gameplay, you are making loot to become more rare. You're still earning the loot, and so it's nice, you know, because at this stage, this one you can go FAK. Like, you can just leave the game running. You can go study. Watch something, write something, I don't know, do something else, work out, whatever. And just remember that the game is sticking, or is playing. And so, yeah, that's the idea. All right. In terms of Crusher, in terms of Inferior, I've seen that, like, if you upgrade the Inferior, it will not really change that much. If you place a modifier, again, it will not really change significantly. At least with these levels of research, right? Maybe later on it will start being different, but for the moment, even if I upgrade my Inferior more, it will not change the loot I get. If I get the modifier or not, it will not really change. And so, yeah, just that, you know, I wanted to share. And as I said before, your core at this stage of the game, it's useless. So you can go for like even more coins per minute. You can go for more damage as well. You can go for there, but it's not going to be important. And again, I don't recommend to go for score here, because I've seen like something weird, but I've seen that every time that I went for any levels where I went for score because I needed like the extra coins, or because I wanted like to upgrade the miner maximally or whatever, I actually saw that the loot, I had lower chance of getting higher quality loot. I don't know if it was just random, it was just chance, so it was just a bias, you know. Every time that I got these upgrades, it happened randomly that in those games I earned less higher quality loot. But I saw it happening like 2, 3, or 4 times, and so decided, yeah, no, to go for score anymore. So to keep the score to be as low as possible, yeah, so just going for these upgrades here in the middle path, and then that's it. Avoiding really the extra 35% score that you can get, 20% from enemy skill and 15% for mining. And yeah, I don't know if it actually affects the game or not, but that's just how I saw it. And you can see that as the game progresses, it's like your loot is stored and it's depleted. And so many enemies here are spawning without having any loot inside. And sometimes you're gonna have some bidders, more or less, just random. But remember, the most important thing is gonna be actual loot. So legendary blueprints, epic blueprints, very rare blueprints, those are the ones that you really want. So these question marks, these are the important loot that you really want. Actually here I should have gone for the middle path, because it like increases a little bit more the freezing speed, and so that should be even more slow to the boss. So yeah, my bad, maybe I should have gone for the middle path. But as I said before, at this stage you might very likely be AFK, so you might not be even able to activate this ability, and that's fine. So before you go AFK, you can even upgrade your Crusher a bit more if you want to, for example like level 2 or level 4, just to make sure Crusher has enough damage to kill these enemies very quickly. And so yeah, that's the idea. But remember, it's not like if you kill enemies more quickly, enemies are gonna spawn more quickly. It's just related to the mining speed. I got another legendary one, nice, I got 2. So those are the ones you really wanna earn. That's the important loot. And I mean, yeah, having said that, that's it. I have nothing more to share with you. I've got some more research on my towers, so now my towers can level up like up to level 21, I think. Crusher and Freezing, they can both reach level 21, so I can have enough levels to unlock the ultimate. But again, in this particular scenario, the ultimate of Crusher is useful because it gives you more coins. But in this particular scenario, as I said before, you're not gonna need this many coins. And that's why, as I said before, like you just want to go for the extra coins per minute, just to then be able to get the experience earned, you know. And again, like I've seen some players telling me, well, but you can even use these gameplays here. Once you exhaust the loot, you can even go for something more. For example, you can go to, in order to collect Infure, for example, which is a very important resource. And well, if that's the case, then you really want to earn more coins. You might go even for this bottom, this left tree upgrade, even though, as I said before, it's gonna go through the quest upgrade. And I don't know, I haven't seen positive things from this one, but again, it might be just bias. And you can get this flat 5,000 coins. You can get another Infra Miner there, you know, maxing out and just getting lots of resources for the very last part of the game. And again, remember that your Crusher might become overwhelmed, so you might need some other defenses in case you might go for this other method, you know, of just not focusing only on loot, but also focusing on enemy skill, on resources earned, you know, something like that. It's up to you, really. Personally, I always like to play this level not really to farm resources, because even if you could farm more resources, it would be that little that it wouldn't really change that much. And as I said before, because in order to maximize your loot, you want to keep your mining speed low. So you're gonna keep your infrared mining speed at the lowest speed possible. And so that's why I'm not really upgrading it. You can see here the total time, 52 minutes and 30, and now the boss is reaching my base. So you can see that it has extended the time that the boss appears by almost 5 minutes. So it's a lot. In-game time is a lot. And here we go. Yeah, it was okay. You know, unfortunately, I earned too many bits. If you earn less bits, but you earn one more legendary blueprint, it's always better. But yeah, that just was my example. And so far, I think that particular run, the one I showed you, is the one I found myself to be more comfortable with, and earning pretty consistently loot, you know, and yeah, just keep playing like that. So that was it. That was I wanted to show you. As I said before, unfortunately, it will not be counted for total game time, so no accelerators, but also the loot ticket is not being consumed, so that's something good. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and see ya. Bye bye.